The classic.
Fun Friday.
For those out there.
Hey, everybody. It's a Hit.OR.DIE Friday with Jake and Chad. Feel like you got the vapors? No, it's not just hot outside. No, it's not that sweet roast in the oven. It's just another piping hot episode of Talking Ball with two big old pros. This episode is sponsored by milk and a carton of cigarettes. 2 excuses for you to leave the house and abandon your family. So strap on in there, even though there's no seatbelts at this time, and get ready for another sweet episode of Hit.OR.DIE with Jake and Chad.
It doesn't get old.
No, it's been a while since we've heard it. I forget how hilarious your brother is.
Yeah, that is my younger brother with the intro. Welcome back to another Hit.OR.DIE Friday. No YouTube today because I screwed up and was not prepared for YouTube. So there's no video. This is all audio. But if you are listening, do us a big favor. Head over to YouTube. Hit subscribe. We're 3 years in of trying to get to 1,000. We're not doing very well at it. But I still appreciate the hell out of everybody that listens because it's been doing really good, Chad. And I was going to tell you this.
I think everybody should just go subscribe anyways.
Yeah.
Even if you don't watch it, just go subscribe for us.
That's the beauty of it.
Let's help us make some money out of this. We need to get to 1,000.
We need your money.
And you don't even have to pay us anything. You guys should, but this advice is free. We're not doing any NIL deals or anything.
Shout out Mexico, shout out Germany. But I got to tell you, man, because I always go.
Wait, you're just going to go there? Mexico and Germany?
Well, yeah. Well,
you got to speak their language.
I don't know. And I'm Mexican and German, but that's sad. But I got to say.
No Hitler stuff.
Obviously, Fresno. Fresno's always killing it. But Sacramento, God bless you. Love it. But I really got to shout out the Bay Area people. Whoever you are in the Bay Area, in Dublin, Oakland, Hayward, San Jose, good Lord, thank you. I got to say thank you. That's awesome. I think that's Steve Detweiler territory there.
Yeah.
So, but man, oh man, we appreciate all of you that listen and do subscribe. That's just pretty cool to see that area of California repping Hit.OR.DIE. So we really appreciate that.
You know what area is sad?
Talk to me.
It's where we're at right now.
Well, I mean, Fresno is...
No, we're not in Fresno.
Madera.
We're in Madtown.
Yeah, Madtown. Although Madtown is doing better, we had a couple spots there where it's like, but I don't, Come on, Madtown.
I mean, you know the whole city.
Yeah, it's true. They don't like me either, I guess.
I mean, you're the only one holding it down in Fresno. I know nobody likes me.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, listen, they're listening, that's for sure. But we do appreciate all the downloads. Seriously, go over to YouTube, hit subscribe, and we're gonna see if the challenge could. Do you think we could get to 1,000 by the end of the year?
No,
not by the end of the year. So,
shot.
2.5.
We will never. As long as we do this show, we will never get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I mean, we're not fun to look at. Let's be honest.
Well, it's not about that. It's just sometimes I do YouTube because it's just easier to log in.
Listen,
I'll listen to it. I won't watch it, but I'll turn it on YouTube.
No, I'm with you. As much as I hate seeing myself,
yeah,
because I do not like it. Okay, but with like Watch Her Lips, like now more people are watching that than listening to it. This is different. Way more people listen and download this than watch it.
Yeah.
But there is enough people to watch it to where I don't want to take that platform away. Right. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of it's the price you pay, I guess. But again, head on over, hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. Go follow us on Twitter at Hit.OR.DIE Podcast, on Instagram at Hit.OR.DIE, TikTok at Hit.OR.DIE as well, Facebook the same. Chad, we are in the Division Series round, ALDS, NLDS.
Yes.
Currently, it's Friday afternoon. The Yankees are playing the Cleveland Guardians. So spoiler alert, if you're DVR or recording that game, you may not want to listen to the
by
first.
the time they'll listen to this,
Probably it'll be out here and just after this. After we're done, I'm putting it out.
all right.
So hey, we're rolling today. Spoiler is that it's 2-2.
Top six.
Hell's probably gonna be over by the time we're done.
One count.
But 2-2. That series is 1-0. 1-0. New York Yankees leading. You had them win, I think 4-1 in game one. Really, the only kind of blunder there was Donaldson thinking he had a home run to only get thrown out at first base.
Well, you know what threw me off too is when they showed the replay, the first base coach like put his hand out like a high five, like it was a home run. Well,
yeah.
Maybe. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't, but luckily it didn't hurt him.
No. I know he took some flack for that. I guess that's a good point, right? The coaches think
Johnson's a very well liked, player in Major League Baseball.
I sense some sarcasm.
Yeah.
But the Yankees, you picked the Yankees to win this series.
I did.
As did I. Cleveland's young. I think I heard them say earlier in the broadcast that is the youngest payroll or the lowest payroll of all the teams that make the playoffs. I also heard something weird the other day too on TikTok is that the wild card round they didn't consider it the playoffs. It wasn't the postseason, and
that makes no sense.
The season's over.
Yeah, that's after 162.
The regular season's over. Any baseball beyond that is post season. So
yes.
it is
whoever
post-season.
You heard that from, they're an idiot.
So I'm just throwing that out there. It is technically post because not everybody's playing. So the season did end.
Yep.
And again, any baseball beyond that would be post.
In years past, the wild card has always been postseason.
Yeah. Just wanted to throw that out there. The big one, though, we're going to get into Seattle and Houston. How many more times does Yordan Alvarez have to beat you before you realize that you cannot let him beat you? Or that's not who you want to beat you.
Yeah.
I know you are, and listen, you pulling for the Astros, but extremely frustrated with how the pitch sequence has gone to him.
And especially with Cal Raleigh saying, I don't know. I think he said I either have to do a better job pitch calling or we really can't let him beat us. But if you go back to both at bats of his home runs, they literally threw the same pitch on back-to-back pitches.
Now, we did get a comment on that on Twitter on game one.
Yeah.
Regarding the first fastball he was a little tardy on, which I didn't see it, so I don't know. But
it doesn't matter. He was on it.
I mean,
a little tardy, or he swung and it was by you. Tardy.
Yeah, but your first, my only thing, and listen, I get that concept, but I mean more so maybe in high school. Like if it's the 7, 8, 9 hitter in high school and you're just blowing him up with fastballs.
Yeah,
I get it. That's an MVP top 3 hitter in American League with a runner at first and second who absolutely can and did beat you. I once you go 0-1, I'm probably not throwing anything near the box.
No. And the pitch he hit was even worse than the one he fouled off. The one he fouled off was middle away. The one he fucking hit out was a cock diesel.
You did mention, I think you said something regarding Yordan Alvarez hitting better off lefties.
Yeah.
Than maybe what I don't know. Well, you said something referring to that.
Yeah, and then the pitcher they took out actually had better numbers against lefties than Ray did against lefties, the pitcher they put in.
So, but then it happens again, game 2.
Yeah.
So, again, how many more times?
And Castillo was on, right? And the fastball he fouled off was about 2 balls outside. The one he hit out was a ball off the dish. And, I mean, Yordan's, he's Poppy. He's the new Poppy. We'll start that name. He's the new Poppy. And he hit it to Oppo Taco. I mean, that's what you do with that pitch. But why would you because he was a little tardy on a fastball, why would you go back to that same pitch? I don't know. I just feel like...
Well, there was 2 outs in the game too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably staying away from that strike. I mean, I'm making him chase if I can.
Yeah, and I mean, a ball off the dish isn't going to say pitch around him. especially when you just were a little further the first pitch and he fouled it off.
I mean, to push back to that, though, if he executes... But that's the thing. The catcher's glove was touching the ground as he was, like, in his windup to come to the plate. And as he, gets fully extended to actually throw, that's when the catcher comes up with his target. So, location-wise, I don't know what they were trying to do. And the location they threw it... Probably not a very good spot considering who's hitting.
No.
So you could say or argue that if he executed a better pitch, although we have no idea where they wanted it, I would say down, I guess. I don't know. I'm grabbing at straws. Maybe if you execute a better pitch, it works out differently. Who knows? They didn't. They're down 2-0, heading back to Seattle. They play today?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. They will play tomorrow. Today, Yankees are on right now, right?
So American League was gonna play an off day.
No, maybe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they're on the.
Today's National League again.
Yeah.
So they'll play again Saturday.
Weird. So weird. So dumb. They should have went all four off day for everybody. All 4.
TV, brother. It's the money.
Sorry,
you're fine.
Moving that.
It's okay.
Just frustrating. Everything's about money.
Well, they got to have, and then, yesterday's the only baseball game being played, and it's in the middle of the day, and I heard people saying, well, let's make this a primetime game. It's the only playoff game on today. Put the Astros and Mariners in primetime. It would have been a hell of a lot better than the football.
Wouldn't that be better for TV?
Well, not when you... Well, yeah, because Prime, not everybody has Prime.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody has Amazon Prime, let's be honest.
Well, okay, but is everybody watching
does everybody
the
want to
Bears
watch?
and the Commanders play a fucking horrible football game?
That was the main point, yeah. No, they don't.
When we expand the zone in a minute, we'll get into that. But yeah, the schedule was odd, and I've seen plenty of comments on the schedule being played. So it is different. I don't know why it is the way it was, considering they all played day one.
Yeah.
And then off day for the American League. Again, it's TV. It's what it is. It's TV.
TV sucks.
I like TV. I don't know about you. I'm into TV.
Yes, I do dabble in a little bit of the TV.
The other one you got going today, again, National League's going today. Phillies will be hosting the Braves. Series tied at 1. Braves kind of rebounded, obviously, after a kind of a rough start game 1. They did battle back, but went down 7-6. But you did make a posted comment that all the Phillies runs were on base hits, moving guys over. Not one long ball in game 1.
No. It was baseball, man. It was
fun.
It was guys trying to get on base. Guys trying to get on. What can I do to get on base? What can I do to get on base? Sometimes you just got to go the other way for a single, and all their RBIs were on singles.
Well, how many times have you seen Gene Segura battle with 2 strikes and look bad, but put a ball in play and get through a hole?
A lot.
He did it against St. Louis.
Yeah.
He did it against the Braves the other day on 2 strike on actually a pretty good pitcher's pitch. Mm-hmm. And I think the St. Louis one broke it open. It's just a different breed of baseball.
Yeah.
Like the playoffs, it's winning baseball.
But that should be what 162 is.
I agree with you. And I was thinking about
What's the importance of winning? Home field advantage. You know what I mean?
Like if you put a team that didn't make the postseason, right? I'm trying to, like the Red Sox, okay? Yeah. I bet you the Red Sox would be battling through postseason. They'd be a different baseball team.
Oh, yeah.
They would be playing a different way because playoff baseball is about winning and scoring runs and doing everything you can to win that day.
You can take
Whereas game 12, you're not, you lose, okay, I got tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, if you go down 0-1, you're playing in these series, like it's just a different, that's why everybody loves playoff baseball. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, like, what team could you could probably plug in most teams that aren't in the playoffs. Even like the Angels were 30 games back. I bet you the Angels would be playing a different brand of baseball right now.
Yeah.
There would be some teams that maybe not. I don't know if the Rockies would be a team that I would.
Hey.
But you never know. It's the playoffs are a different animal.
Did you see how today's game started off?
Yeah.
Quan.
Yeah.
Well, did you see what Quan did?
No.
Led off the game, first pitch of the game. Took one with him. He's a left-handed batter. Took one with him. push bunt, base hit. Rosario, ball off the outer half, base hit to the right side. And I'm like, here we go. This is going to be great to talk about. And then they just shit the bed after that. It was a lazy fly ball and then a little jam job flare to Rizzo, caught it, tagged first. Rosario didn't really, like, what do you do on a line drive? You freeze? Yeah, he didn't.
You still on the, you still going with the Atlanta Braves over in that series?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not changing my picks.
That's fine. You don't have to change your picks, but I mean, your mind may be changed. I'm not changing my picks, but I think the Braves are they're deeper in the bullpen and on the mound. I mean, their bullpen's better.
Yeah.
We did see a couple local guys in Connor Brogdon get in the ball game.
Tough outing.
That's all right. And Dylan just shut it down. He's been really good this year, man. He's pitched well for the Braves. It's 1-1 again. They're in Philly. Game 3 tonight. And then Strider, yep. And then I think Charlie Morton going game 4 is what they posted today.
So the Phillies got who going?
Well, I would assume Wheeler hasn't thrown, right?
Yeah.
So then it's Nola. Wheeler went game 2, so it'd probably be Nola tonight. Would make sense.
Right, you're right. Because I forgot the Suarez or whatever.
Went game 1, yeah. Pitched well too, man. Got him through it. So that's a fun, nice, tight series there, and as well as the Dodgers and Padres.
That's tonight too, right?
Also, yes.
National League's tonight.
National League is tonight.
Go Dodgers.
Dodgers. What?
I'm trying to reverse psychology.
You're trying to throw that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
You know what's funny though, as I'm thinking about them, watching them play the other night.
Oh my God, they're bad. How are they the best team in baseball? I'm sorry. I'm probably. I thought you were going to say the same thing. I thought
we weren't.
I thought we were simpatico for a sec right there.
Simpatico. I was thinking about. I like their players. I like their
the Dodgers. Oh yeah. I mean, I like Freeman.
Everybody's coming to play. I'm like, I like this guy.
I like Trey Turner.
Love Trey Turner.
Gavin Lux is cool.
Will Smith.
He seems like a cocky.
No, I like him, dude.
He seems cocky.
I like Turner.
Real.
I like Max Muncy. I like their team.
You're batting a buck freaking.
It doesn't matter that. I just like their guys aren't, they're not, seem like bad dudes. They're not hateable players. And to me.
No, I'll agree.
So I'm wondering where
just their fans are hateable.
Is that what it is?
Their fans are hateable.
Some.
Their fans are the worst fans in baseball.
A lot of my friends are
because
Dodger
at least
fans.
the Giants fans accept sucking.
Well, this year they definitely
but they accept it. They're not afraid to
Well, what do you want them to do? They were bad. It was
I'm
over.
just saying, like in general,
you kind of have to accept it.
But I feel like the Dodgers wouldn't accept it.
There were videos after the game, game 2, of Dodger fans fighting Dodger fans at the stadium.
Stay hot.
I will say this: they're game 1, game 2, and I don't know. I don't follow the Dodgers maybe as much as most, but living by the long ball. I mean, 3 runs on 3 homers. I don't know. I picked the Dodgers to win the series. Not necessarily because I'm a fan. Huh. You picked the Padres. I went Dodgers.
Of course, I picked the Padres.
At home tonight, Blake Snell and Gonsolin going up in the matchup there. It's going to be an interesting matchup. If Snell,
that's the Dodgers' strong point. Is their pitching? Their
starting pitching.
Yeah, and their their bullpen's been solid. I mean,
yeah. Listen, they've had a few guys had really good seasons.
What about that play Gradwell made?
Yes.
On the bunt.
Yes. Big time.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm playing over my head right now.
I know.
Sorry for the gap in air right there.
Made that play.
No, that was a great play. Great play. I mean, that's he could have gone to first, I guess. It might have been.
There's no play but home.
Yeah, I mean that was a fantastic play. Getting to, I think it's a big one. Obviously, they're all big in the playoffs, but knowing Musgrove's coming back, everybody's obviously gonna be paying attention to his ears this time. But San Diego is a big ballpark. It's a loud ballpark. I like it because they're just familiar with each other.
Yeah,
that's what I like about Seattle and Houston. with Philly and Atlanta. They're not new to each other. These are season-long battles. They know each other well. There's rivalries within
the division.
I still think the Dodgers, their offense is just so good, man. I can't imagine.
What?
Bro.
What are you talking about?
It's better than what you've seen the last 2 days.
They hit 250 on the year.
They won 111 games.
Yeah, because they're pitching.
Well, they still won.
I'm not arguing that they're not
what
111 games or whatever. I'm arguing the fact that this might be the best team to ever.
That's fair to argue.
I mean, I'm looking up and down the lineup and I'm like, really? Like, this is their lineup? Like, if Freddie Freeman and Trey Turner weren't in their lineup, where would they be right now?
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother question and topic.
Like, you have guys batting 2 something and 190. I mean, Muncy, really? 190 something? That's the best you got? Like, that's ridiculous that person still has a job.
In today's game, look at how that.
I know. That's the problem. That's why do you think I keep saying today's game sucks? Because these guys have jobs and they're not good.
Hitting below 200.
Yeah.
There's a few guys. I think I saw Austin Hedges with Cleveland's like a 166.
But he can catch. Like, that's another thing, dude. I can't stand Maldonado for the Astros. I cannot stand him. Like, is he really that great of a catcher? Like, it's playoff baseball. Like, why isn't the dude from the Red Sox that they got in the trade? Why is he? You bring him in late in the game for offense.
Vasquez?
Yeah, Vasquez. Why is he not catching? Like, I want offense.
You know what sucks about is he was like on a little run there in Boston right before he got traded. He was hot.
I know. And he was kind of mad.
Well, yeah, that's his home. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't want to leave. You saw that stuff as it went down.
What happened to that guy? He get fucking hit?
Who, Donaldson?
Yeah.
No, he got walked.
He pimped a walk?
I mean, he just took his time. We're watching the game live, 2-2.
Fucking slapdick.
He took his time. Took his arm guard off. We're updating you on the Cleveland, New York game. Bottom 6, 2-2, 1 out, runner at first base. Doesn't matter. I'd be interested to see how this San Diego. I've talked to a couple of my Dodger friends. One of them's a bit concerned. He just kind of told me they're going to choke.
Oh my God! See this? Are you really a Dodgers fan? God, that fucking makes me mad. How do you call yourself a Dodgers fan? They're gonna choke. They won 111 games.
He's got
they're
the
down.
feelings
It's
that
1-1. They're gonna choke.
Could be a choke,
dude.
The frustration set in.
Go be a Giants fan next year.
It's supposed to be hard though.
But if you're a diehard fan, I don't care. You're in the playoffs. It's not like it's fucking May and you're down, 8 games to 20 losses. Like,
yes.
You're in the playoffs. You're the best team in baseball statistically.
Records don't matter.
It's 1-1.
Yeah,
it's 1-1.
Right. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination.
We're gonna choke. I don't even know who it is, and I don't care. That's bullshit. I
don't think you don't know.
What kind of fan are you?
Yeah, you don't know this person.
Don't even call yourself a Dodgers fan. You lost your Dodgers card.
We'll see on social media. Tonight's going to be very telling on that. You gotta watch it though. We gotta watch it because they're going to be out if they lose tonight.
Oh, it's over.
You got to put it out there though. Put those vibes out.
Choke artists. The fuck out of here.
Hey, but it's fun. Playoff baseball is the best, man.
It is the best.
It's better again.
It's better not having a favorite team. I'll tell you that much.
But you're rooting for the Astros. I mean, you kind of pull for the Astros. Well, if you pull for a team, I would say.
I was drafted by the Mariners. Griffey was my favorite player of all time. Mariners were that was my team growing up. Was Griffey, A-Rod, Randy Johnson, Buhner. I mean, come on, bro. Edgar Martinez. Like, I loved the Mariners until they all split up. But I never had like a favorite team like that. Like, because Griffey was my guy, so he left. I'm not gonna,
Not Cincinnati guy.
No.
Okay, I'm just,
No, but I like the Mariners.
I bet
I'm a Bregman guy. I like those guys. I'm Altuve.
Never happened.
What?
The 2017. Well, because you had what was it that landed in the field? Because everybody was calling it a goose, a duck, a speck, a what?
Yeah.
And I know the legend George Chandler.
No, wasn't it Pags?
Well, Pags posted it, but
yeah.
But GC kind of nailed it down of what it actually was. As they were hiring, the Astros were hiring that
Goose
for the playoffs.
Oh,
Get an early jump on the sign stealing scandal reference
even though it was in a national game, national ballpark
during the season.
Yeah,
It's okay. We don't need to go backwards, right? We're going forward.
no, yeah, we're moving on.
But I mean, the jokes, the references.
The Dodgers won in 2020. We're moving on.
You just, I love it. Now, again, we'll follow the playoffs all the way through. The Jordan stuff, we'll see how they go. They pitch him tonight in certain situations where he has a chance to put the Astros ahead or what. Just however, we'll see how that goes. I did want to talk real quick about jumping ahead. When you walked in, I was like, hey, have you, because I hadn't really looked at it until today. The free agent market this coming off season.
I have not.
Because the news of Carlos Correa opting out of his second-year deal with the Minnesota Twins. And I was like, I'm going to go look, because I know Trey Turner's a free agent this year. Dansby with Atlanta's a free agent. Aaron Judge, right?
Shohei. Oh, no, he's signed.
Xander Bogaerts is also. And I'm like, that's a group of 4 shortstops right there that I'm interested to see what happens. Go look. And I think Tim Anderson also, I could be wrong. I'm not sure if he extended or not. But Trey Turner, free agent. Now, the Dodgers move. They don't bring back Corey Seager. He gets that big deal with Texas. Assuming that you did that knowing you're going to go all in on Trey Turner. I would assume. Right? You go look at his numbers. Like, I feel like he might be one of the most underrated players.
Yes.
Not ever talked about enough.
Not even for MVP.
Yeah. And he's 298 this year, regular season. 20 plus home runs. Every year, it's like the guy's, I think this is the lowest he's hit in a couple years.
Yeah, he's
going to steal you probably 30 bags.
2020 guaranteed.
He's a great shortstop. Like, dude, it never gets talked about enough for me.
Best
and the
slides.
Same with definitely the best slides. But Bogart's the same.
Yeah.
Just never, they're underrated players. I love watching those guys play. And it blows my mind that they're not blown up more. You would think they would be. Correa is also a free agent with a player option now that he's declined for $35 million. Mm-hmm. So he's going to hit the market. Dansby and Tim Anderson had a club option for $12.5 million. So
I feel bad.
Like, does the club pick that option up, or do you go after one of these other guys
For the White Sox?
Yeah.
Well, you go after one of the other guys.
So you let Tim Anderson hit free agency, and then you go after Trey Turner, Bogaerts, Dansby.
I feel bad for Dansby.
Correa,
because he wants to be in Atlanta.
He had a great season.
I don't know if they're going to keep him.
Well, look what I mean. If you're not, if you can let Freeman go, you can let Dansby go. And look what they've done. I mean, they've locked up a lot of guys long term, especially young guys.
Oh, look at Matt Carpenter's getting a pinch hit appearance.
Oh, the stash is in the box.
Oh,
and he looks at 96 right down the middle.
That was cocky.
I mean, I've been thinking the same thing about Dansby, but I don't know, man. I would imagine they would re-sign him. Why? He's not been bad.
No, I agree, and he's had a bad postseason.
I would want Trey Turner.
Oh yeah,
out of any of them, honestly.
But can you afford Trey Turner? Who's cheaper? I mean,
and I think 28, 29 for both of them.
Because they just signed Strider, right?
Yeah, they've extended a lot of guys, but I mean they're set up pretty good. I don't know what their farm system.
Danzy's from there. I would think he would want to be there.
I think Atlanta would want him. I think the Dodgers are going to, obviously, I don't see them letting go of Trey Turner. Also with the Dodgers, you've got Clayton Kershaw up for free agency as well. It'd be interesting to see how that goes, or what he decides to do in his career.
That's the best stash in the game.
Carpenters.
Oh God, look at that thing.
We are watching the Yankees-Cleveland game live during this podcast. It's
he's giving a mustache ride to somebody.
2-2 ball game. Bottom 6. Runners at first and second. Carpenter 1-2 count here. And this guy can't find the zone. Who is that pitching? Yeah. But I was going through more of the free agents because it's going to be a fun offseason, I think. Obviously, the big one is Aaron Judge. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is Jacob deGrom, which I don't know why the Mets wouldn't have figured this out already. Same with the Dodgers, getting Trey Turner locked in. But again, I heard, was it you telling me that he's not a California type dude? He's not a West Coast.
Who?
Trey Turner.
It wasn't me. It was probably a Dodger fan that's not a Dodger fan, but he says he's a Dodger fan.
DeGrom, Trey Turner's in there. Nolan Arenado with a player option. Now, I would imagine he stays in St. Louis. $35 million player option. Mm-hmm. Not sure if that's going to be one he takes up. Bogarts in Boston, also with the player option at $20 million. We'll see what he decides to do there. I haven't seen any news on that. Carlos Rodon with the Giants, also with a player option, $22.5 million. I would assume Carpenter goes down into the inning. Carlos Rodon, $22.5 million player option. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. He had a pretty good season for the Giants. I think that's a guy that.
Yeah, I think second in the league in Ks or something.
Verlander, another guy, player option, $25 million. I don't see him leaving Houston. There's a lot of guys. Edwin Diaz, Wilson Contreras. We said Dansby. We said Clayton. Jose Abreu, another guy. Anthony Rizzo, another guy. It's going to be an interesting off season. JD Martinez, 35, getting later in his career with Boston. Going to be a free agent. So a lot of free agents. It's going to be interesting to see the offseason. There's a lot of teams that are going to be fighting for some of these same guys. I've heard DeGrom's on the interest. Well, it's on everybody's, I'm sure, interest level. But Atlanta Braves have been named a high player in that one. But again, within the division there, I can't imagine the Mets not making a move on that. You go sign Scherzer for what you did. I would imagine that deal works with DeGrom. That's what you're looking at, having the 2 front-end starters. So
yeah,
I just don't see them not going in heavy on DeGrom. And then obviously Judge will be the biggest to see where he ends up. I still say he ends up a Yankee. I don't know if you agree. You think so?
Yes.
Kind of a no-brainer or no?
You can't. You cannot. You can't let him go.
We put out there on Twitter, and I don't know if anybody took it. Anybody want to? It's a Friday. Everybody's working. I get it. So we were going to take some phone calls for the playoffs.
I wouldn't want to bother you. Fun Friday.
On a fun Hit.OR.DIE Friday. But we've done this off topic a couple times, and it just, off topic is, baseball terminology, expanding the zone a little bit, going into some different stuff, getting out of baseball a little bit. We kind of mentioned the primetime NFL games on Amazon Prime the last couple weeks. You've had 2 basically duds. Last week with, I think it was Indianapolis and Denver. Last night with Chicago and Washington was the absolute shits. Do you think it's the first year Prime has had football, right? Mm-hmm. Could get some better matchups for them? Like, do you think
they
pissed?
got to give everybody an opportunity. So, those would have been Thursday night football games on regular TV. So it's not like.
But I bet it's been hard to commentate those games.
I don't know, dude. I haven't even watched them.
You haven't watched it yet on Prime?
I watched a little bit yesterday, but not. Those helmets were terrible.
The Giants or the Bears?
Yeah, the orange.
You didn't like the orange? Oh, I didn't think it was that bad.
I think the orange with the Michigan thing that they usually wear.
Yes,
that's normally the orange helmet they wear.
It was that.
Navy.
Is it orange? I thought it was the navy with the orange stripes. Right? I
thought it was orange with the navy stripes.
Who knows?
Well,
Cam Morrell would know. Dude, it's been bad. Like, that's not entertaining. I don't know. I just felt like, if I'm Prime, I want some good primetime games.
Yeah.
Or playoff baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's all money grab. It's all TV.
Well, it is.
So
it is your least favorite thing in the world. The other thing that happened was Monday Night Football, and you had the Devontae push of a cameraman.
What?
We're expanding the zone.
What
here.
is this? I never saw that.
Expanding the zone. You saw it?
Yeah, of course I saw it. It was an accident.
You think it was an accident?
Dude, okay, so
he's pressing charges.
Fuck that guy. First of all, you see where he's at. He's heads down. He's going to the locker room. This guy comes out of nowhere. As a football player, do you know who would be coming? You don't know who's coming.
As you're walking off the field, no. You would think nobody.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know who's. And why was that guy even running across
the tunnel?
Anyways.
I don't know. He was a freelance video guy working for ESPN or something like that, I saw.
Is he hurt?
Apparently, he said he had whiplash and was...
Whiplash.
Possibly.
Whiplash.
That's what I read, and he was being evaluated.
Does he need a CET scan or CT scan? What is that? The football scan? Does he need a fucking... Get the heck out of here, bro.
Concussion protocol. Yeah, what I read was he was being treated for a possible mild concussion and whiplash.
I just got a mild concussion right now.
Hearing that?
Yes. My head is hurting. So I should get it treated and sue you.
I mean, dude, I don't know. You watched the video from the side and it looked much more like, oh, shit.
He did, too. Like, Devontae, kind of went like this, but whoever the Raiders guy was went and helped the guy out. Yeah. And he took off.
The video from behind now, closer to them, you clearly see his helmet, his head dropped, his eyes dropped.
Yeah, he's not looking. He just and when he comes across.
When he popped up, this dude just raced across and he shoved him. And listen, he came out and apologized.
Yeah, he did.
It just so happens he's a bulldog. I don't think it would have mattered who it was. I'd have the same opinion.
Yeah, I don't care. Again, I'm not a bulldog, so I don't.
You're wearing a Fresno State shirt.
Yeah, Judge is playing. I'm trying to support.
Okay.
Why would you could do that, man? Nobody knows what I'm wearing. It's not on YouTube.
That's not on YouTube, but go subscribe to the YouTube channel. But what I'm saying is there's people that hear this. Obviously, not everybody's from the area, but we are supporters of Fresno State.
Yeah.
And so you're a homer. It's Devontae.
I'm not a homer, though.
No, you're not. But most people would assume that and think, oh, well, if he wasn't from Fresno State, you'd be saying, he should have been paying attention. He shouldn't have done that, blah, 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 blah. I mean, he apologized immediately after.
Yeah.
He was in the locker room saying sorry to whoever the gentleman was that,
Yeah. I mean, you even see him, almost have that, oh, shit. And then, look down, but then the other guy was there helping him up, and he just went, he just got done running into Renfro and losing the game.
Yeah, they just lost the game.
People don't understand what a player's head's going through after a loss like that or any kind of game. You're decompressing everything that just went what happened, and it's bro, I'm just trying to get to the locker room. I just want to get out of here. I don't want to be seen. Here comes somebody just random running across me, and my first reaction is to get away. I saw nothing. I mean, it looked bad, but after actually analyzing what happened, it did, and it seemed normal.
Well, in the words of our friend Nick Papagni, it's a nothing burger.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever. There's a court. He'll post that stuff sometimes when it's shit that doesn't matter is not a big deal.
Yeah,
he does have a court date for November, I guess. I don't know how this is going to play out or even affect the team as far as him being there or playing or whatever. But I just thought, oh man, because this weekend, and we've talked about this on Watch Your Lips a little bit. I saw a post about should Fresno State cancel Saturday night's uniform retirement because of what happened. And again, we posted it on Twitter from our account, the clip, because I totally believe it was for comments and conversation. Mm-hmm. Nobody in their right mind believes that Fresno State should cancel this because of that. But in the world we live in, It's not surprising to see that question asked.
Nothing's surprising. I mean, we have guys kill people and they're still playing in the NFL or fucking beat up their wives and girlfriends and kids. And they're playing the NFL, but this dude pushed somebody running across him in a time of, you know, frustration.
Off with his head.
Yeah.
Who's killing
cancel
people?
Culture, bro.
Yeah, I know. Cancel culture.
I mean, Ray Lewis killed somebody.
Oh, that's where I thought you were going with it.
I mean, I'm sure there's more. I mean, Hernandez would probably be back if he didn't kill himself in jail.
Is that too soon, bro?
What?
Aaron Hernandez.
Too soon. He killed himself like a while back.
I know. That was a poor joke. I think we mentioned it too. Like that's a 30 for 30 or a documentary.
Oh, the Florida Gators?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why do we not have that?
Pouncey brothers, Percy Harvin, Hernandez, Riley Cooper.
And then you got Tim Tebow.
You got the God himself, the son of God.
They didn't even call it praying. They called it Tebowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why we don't have that documentary is beyond me.
And you got Urban Meyer with all the crap that he's had.
Recently kicking players and going to strip clubs and you name it. Not winning football
Hanging
games.
onto a teeny bopper at a bar or whatever it is.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't a strip club. I'm making shit up now. Yeah.
Everybody else does. So.
Yeah. Cancel culture. You got anything you want to expand the zone on?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to you about the TV show Shooter. I've been really into that on Netflix. So
that's been out for a while though, right?
Yeah. It's like 2018, 19, and 20 or something.
I see that and I think the movie and I'm like, it's not the movie. So
it's not the movie.
For me mentally, I can't get past that. I can't get into it.
I thought that too. So it's 3 seasons. The first season is kind of like the movie, except he's married and has a kid. So it's like, it's really freaking good though. Like I like it. I'm into season 3. Season 2 is good. Season 1's kind of like just like the movie, and then season 2 and season 3 are different. It's really good. But yeah, I'm into that right now. You know,
shows are always good.
Shows are good, man. Like
there's a lot of stuff out there.
I had a player hit me up the other day, asked me how I was doing, and it's a player that's not playing anymore. And he should be. He's really good. So I asked him how he's doing. And we both we don't miss it.
Baseball.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't miss it.
I haven't either. I got asked that yesterday. Yeah. And it was somebody I hadn't seen in a while. And they were like, hey, you still coaching? And I said, no, I've been out for a couple of years. I'm like, you don't miss it? I'm like, no, I don't miss. I don't. And it's not the kids or I just having more fun with the family, bro. I'm just having more fun being home.
Yeah.
You know,
mine's a little different.
Yeah, I guess yours is a little bit different, but I'm glad you're not missing it either.
No, I don't miss it.
It probably helps.
Yeah. And like I was talking to the guy and he's like, there's a lot of drama, even in college.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Because as a coach, you like players and you have relationships with players, and then you have guys that are just fucking prima donnas and dickheads and, that cause problems. And I think that's what I don't miss about it. Like, I still miss some of the guys,
Well, and I miss the coaching staff sometimes and being out there at practice. And what I was going to say is it kind of like it brings up there's somebody out there on Twitter every time we talk Fresno State baseball or just randomly stuff, they'll mention his hatred basically for Coach Batesel or the lack of success he's had or the team's had, because obviously he gives credit where credit is due all the time. But how it's been rough. You can't say they've been great the last 2 years. You'd be lying.
49-0.
Okay. But you're talking about Oklahoma State and Texas. Okay, I was like, or Oklahoma and Texas. I was wondering where you were going with that. Listen, let's be real. The what's carrying Oklahoma athletics is the softball team.
Yes.
If you want to argue with me, don't.
Change my mind.
Back-to-back national championships. Well, I appreciate everybody that comments, whether we agree with it or not. I love that stuff. I welcome it. But what I think I counted like 90 draft picks since Coach Bates's been at the program. Like that says a lot if you look at it. Like people consider it not it's not a Power 5, right? It's a mid-major. It's, you know, it's in California, a hotbed where you've got Fullertons and Cals and Stanfords and San Diego States and UCLAs and USCs and tons of programs. Good programs, right? The Pepperdines, Long Beach, like the list is long. Irvine, it's a lot of very good baseball that they're competing against.
Yeah.
And so when it's not a admired place to go to for some players, they're coming. For the most part, they win.
Yeah.
And they're getting drafted and playing professional baseball. It's probably harder to do that at Fresno State than it is, let's say, in Oklahoma.
Yes. 100%.
I just get tired of seeing that stuff. That's all.
I wish I could hear what's going on right now because Lauren Shahadi's interviewing. She's Shahadi.
Aaron Judge is up the play. He's 0 for 3, a couple Ks. They talk about him struggling. I've talked about it a few times. Bottom 7 here, 2-2 Yankees. Cleveland still tied up. 1 out, nobody on base. Chad, anything else? This is just a little fun Friday Hit or Die podcast for you guys. I don't
miss fake people, you know?
Well, I don't know I don't know what you consider fake. I mean, I guess it's pretty standard, but I don't know if you really want to get into this conversation.
Don't miss fakeness. The fakeness out there.
Yeah, I don't know yeah. But that's anywhere you go. It's anywhere and everywhere. Like, it's not isolated. You know what I mean? You could leave. You could jump ship to another state, and you're going to find the same type of stuff.
Yes and no.
Like, somebody asked me about the local stuff here, and I was like, I don't know as much as probably I should. Because not everybody around here likes what we do.
No, and that's because we're not, like...
Well, we're not catering to everybody. We don't cater to everybody's needs.
We're not part of the club either, though.
No. Yeah, when you got fucking people out there telling other people not to do our podcast, I mean, that shit's...
Wow.
Well,
Judge just struck out again.
Yeah, Judge is 0 for 4 now. 3 strikeouts. 4 Ks?
4 punches.
Yeah. But yeah, there's people out there that just simply don't like... Maybe it's not even they don't like what we do. They just don't like us personally, which is fine.
Me.
Well, it's... Yeah, okay.
They don't like me.
I don't really care, though. You know?
I mean, but it's like, why don't you like me? Do you not like me because I tell it like it is? Because I'm not afraid to
rock the boat,
call you out, tell the truth? Because to be honest, the platform we have, there's a lot more stuff that I could have said
over the years about
of course things going on.
Of course, people,
and I haven't, which people should probably be like, thank you. As much as I hate you, there's so many things that you probably really do know that could air out a bunch of fucking people part of this boys club that I haven't. And they should probably just be thankful and hit subscribe on the YouTube.
No, exactly. I mean, yeah, that's what...
I mean, to be honest.
That is funny, though. That's because, like
they want to shit on us.
Yeah, but...
And we have so much ammunition.
Well, I don't think people realize...
fucking Rambo at the end of fucking Rambo 3 right now. With it wrapped around my arm, ready to just fucking machine gun everything.
I don't think people realize how many other people call us. Like, if you're talking to somebody about something, we're probably going to hear about it. Because there's a lot of loose lips around here.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Well, so, I don't like that stuff. Like, telling people not to do our podcast, like... Don't fucking listen. You know what I mean? Like, it's real simple. Yeah. You don't have to. That's why I'm so grateful for when I see the numbers of downloads and where
people like we don't know.
And that, yeah, like and they're not even from here.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even in California. Like, I appreciate the shit out of that.
Yes.
And it makes doing this so much more worth it when I see that stuff. Not that I don't love our Fresno peeps. I mean, they're the ones that hold it down. You know, Fresno, Clovis, thank you guys. I really do. There is a group out there that just aren't fans. And they say some shit from time to time that pisses me the fuck off. Mm-hmm. And I just like, don't tell people not to do that because you don't like us.
Yeah.
Really? Who the fuck are you?
Nobody.
Exactly. Don't listen. You don't have to listen. For those that do, I love you. Thank you. You mean the world. To us.
To Jake.
To us. You're such an asshole. That's why people don't like you.
Well, I'm be honest. It's the way I feel.
Don't stop it.
No, I appreciate all the real listeners. I mean, obviously, haters are going to listen because they just want to hate.
That's how they hate. That's how you.
They want to get info like, oh man, he really said that.
Did you hear what they said?
I'm gonna go talk to fucking Billy Bob and fucking snaggle dick over here, fucking run my mouth, and then the boys club's gonna go run their mouth over to this.
And
guy.
then most of those
and
people,
then they're gonna call me and be like, "What did you say that for?" It's like, did you even listen? No, but so and so told me. Like, well, then fucking go listen. Don't just take the word of somebody else. Fucking.
What's really shitty too is most of those people, like a lot of they have my phone number. They have our phone numbers.
Dude, nobody calls me.
But I'm just saying, if you have a problem, reach out. We can talk through it. Right?
And if you reach out, have the facts. I can't. I got a text the other day. I read it to you from somebody.
Yeah, I know.
Like, don't fucking just text me and try to fucking put me down. Or, you know what I mean?
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
It's kind of hard.
You don't know the issue here.
Yeah.
Like a lot of. I'll say this. A lot of people really think that I'm mad about me not getting the city job when that's farther from the truth.
Well, I'm sure it hurts a little bit.
Oh yeah, it hurts 100%. Like, did I want the job? Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Am I mad that Mitch got it? No, Mitch. But am I mad the way it all happened?
Well, there's things.
Yes, there's things that
I would prefer to leave it at that. I really would.
But that's what I'm saying.
I got you, and I know.
And I want to get that out there because people fucking want to think that I'm mad that I didn't get the job, that I'm not there, when that's not even the case. There's shit that happened behind the scenes that is what I'm really mad about.
I keep hearing stuff that happened. I was like, really? I'll tell you later. This shit I haven't even told you.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I'm sorry.
You're supposed to be my fucking.
I know.
One of my hetero life mates, bro.
Dude, that's what I'm saying though, is that like there's so much shit that I hear. It's just funny to me.
Do you want to tell me? We'll pause and tell me.
No, it's all right. But anyways, thank you to everybody for supporting what we do. Seriously means a lot, and we do appreciate it. We try to do the best we can for you guys. We try to get as good as info as we can. Listen, we're wrong a lot, I guarantee it. And there's a lot of times people may not disagree with us, but there's a lot of you that keep coming back every week, and I seriously thank you to death.
Yes.
Because it's fun for us. It's fun to interact with you guys. It really does mean a lot, and I try to do my best. We both do to kind of shout out the areas as much as we can, and I forget to do it sometimes, but I really do. It does mean a lot. When I saw the Bay Area, I was like, whoa.
And let us know who you are too.
Down. We want to communicate.
Us on, Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Frickin', message us privately if you want. Just, tell us how you feel about the show, good or bad. It doesn't matter. And, all support.
Not going to hurt my feelings. Like I said, that's what's great about this is it's not, you don't have to listen to it. You literally physically have to go click play and find it. So for those that do that, seriously, thank you. Please go to that YouTube channel, hit subscribe, 1,000K or 1,000,100,0 by the end of the year. Help us out.
Not going to happen.
I'm going to say I got faith.
I don't.
Okay. But seriously, thanks everybody. That is another. We'll be back Tuesday. We're going to have some guests lined up next week. We're going to do another recap, I think, Monday of some playoff baseball. So we're going to try to fit in a couple of these until the World Series is over. So stay with us. That's another episode. Hit or Die Podcast.
Hit or Die.